Hello Gearslutz, this is Jan reporting from the Superbooth in Berlin, and I'm with Davide at the Soundmachines site. Hello Davide, good day. You have a lot of really nice gear in an awesome setup. Please tell us something about it.
Hello, hi to everyone. This is Davide from Soundmachines. Today at Superbooth we have brought many new products this year, and as you may know, a big collaboration with IK Multimedia for their new synthesizer. Especially in our booth we are presenting one of the most anticipated products since last year, that is the Arches. Arches is a comprehensive user interface for modular with a massive CV output patch bay and many of the famous sound machine modules that we put together to form this very interesting tactile interface for musical exploration and composition and performance, obviously. As you can see, the surface is divided in several light strips in two thumb pads that are right under your thumbs. Those are X, Epsilon and Z thumb pads. These are the classic light strip with the position recording. They will be operative in the last version of this device. We want to remember you that is currently under a Kickstarter campaign, and we have founded it at more or less 85% in 6 days, so it's going very good. And in this case, I want to show you that we set up a couple of virtual keyboards that are going to different parts of the modular 114 modular synthesizer. We basically implemented two synthesizer voices that are driven by the Arches interface. In this case, we have just a volume control on the bass voice here. We have the control on the delay time with this pad. And here on the upper keyboard we use another voice of the synthesizer with the pressure sensibility used as a control of the cutoff of the filter. A very simple patch. You obviously can set up each keyboard to operate with different machines, even with different standards. For example, you have 1 volt per octave, but also Buchla standard and volt per hertz linear frequency interpolation. You can assign unused elements to the patch bay, and so, for example, you can, in this case, we have two keyboards here, one here and one here, and we have all of the other elements that are free to be configured to output in one of the remaining outputs. The configuration is pretty simple because we will give the user a bunch of presets for controlling many different aspects of many different kind of performance, but he can obviously create his own and save. There will be a very simple save and recall. There is a load and save buttons, and you can navigate through your presets via the two buttons, the two navigation buttons. So you can switch quickly scene when you are maybe changing your setup or playing other stuff.
Let me check the patch bay for a moment.
Yeah, sure. You can see the patch bay. We have the clock input. The clock can be either internal or external, and also MIDI, so you can sync with all of your equipment and studio. You have the 6 outputs of the XY, the XY and Z of the two thumb pads, and then you have 24 freely assignable output jacks. These are all CV and gate capable. So basically, when you, for example, you want to change the note or the configuration of one of these elements, you select it with a small map, and then you have 4 buttons. One is regarding the gate, so you can choose between positive going, negative going, as gate or as a pulse, so like a trigger. You can change the note. You have the MIDI number of the note and the English number. Yeah. And then you have also the function type that in this case, as I told you, the element is a part of a keyboard, and so it is defined a KB3. This is available for every module, but this is just something that you do during the configuration and not during the performance. Obviously, the connectivity will be complete because apart from the CV output stuff, you will have MIDI, standard serial MIDI, USB MIDI, and wireless MIDI over Bluetooth. So you can control, for example, you can assign control changes to the different sliders, and you can control, for example, parameters on your iPad application or on your Max MSP patch on your PC. So it's really something that we designed with the performance in mind, and with the fact that sometimes having a small piece of equipment that can allow you to control everything while you are thinking about the performance is a good thing. So this is our new and most important product this year. It will be it's an open tool for people that that want and know how to experiment with performance. Obviously, another 2 big particularities of this is that you will have 2 different sequencers that can run concurrently. A step sequencer, 8-step sequencer, and a 5-track trigger sequencer.
Right.
Obviously, again, you will have the opportunity to add functionalities until you fill up your 24 outputs on the machine. But I mean, 24 are a lot, so you can enjoy it very much before arriving there.
Can you assign multiple outputs to one controller?
No, not in this case. No, because we preferred to have the possibility to have more function per each, more function possible, and you can simply split the signal at the output if you wanted to. Using a multiple or a buffer or something like that. So this was the consideration.
It's less convoluted this way. It's more easy to understand, right? So.
Yeah. So exactly. Yeah, another new product that we have that is actually a new a bundle of modules that we already had in production is the Drumstation, and we put 3 of our most popular modules, so the light strip stuff, the DC1 drum computer, and the SD1 simple drum in a single package. This is just exactly 42 HP. It has a integral metal case and an internal small Eurorack power supply. It will be sold at a price that is very convenient with respect to buying the standard module alone, and it will be available from next month. Obviously, it will bring with him all the functionality of the drum computer, so the possibility to drive with external CV many parameters. In this case, for example, okay, we can put the randomization of the steps on the second line. That is the hi-hat in this case. You can see that as I move the the CV, the second line is changing in real time. Obviously, with the light strip, you can also record and replay. So this is nice to have some kind of animation to your rhythms. Obviously, you have many different sounds to choose from. You have several kick drums. Obviously, you are not limited to use the sound inside because everything is modular. So you can just, for example, trigger a note on a synthesizer or drive other drum modules, or use it as the center part of the rhythm stuff in your rig, and then expand with other important objects.
You can use this as a separate control module and then connect it to. That's how you thought about it, right?
One interesting aspect of the simple drum is that it have an advanced mode in which you can use the last two channels as a pitch and gate information for an internal sound generator. So this can transform in a small but nice groove box, modular groove box. Obviously, the DC1, the drum computer, can store and recall many patterns up to 127, and then you can obviously also this one here. You can also save and dump the memory to a SD card that is on the inside. Okay, so these are the three main products for this year. The modular is just aesthetic modification. It became black, but otherwise is our best-selling machine with 2 oscillator, more or less 25 modules to choose from, and with also non-trivial stuff like the ribbon controller, a quantizer, and a good MIDI interface that will also output CV from control change messages.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's...
Prices and availability.
Yeah, the modular will maintain its price at $8.99. This one now is under the Kickstarter campaign. You can find this on Kickstarter at €750. And the final street price will be the same as the modular, so $8.99. The backers obviously have a better pricing at the beginning. This one will be $8.50. All the prices are including the taxes. Okay, we thank Gearslutz for this, and see you later. Okay.